Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Talking with the Gourds. I believe this is episode 4. Today, I got two special guests with me. One a longtime friend, and one of the newer end friends, but an awesome friend at that. Today, I got Lupul and Sushi. Come on, introduce yourselves, Lupul.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Lupul. You can find me on Twitch or Instagram, Lupul Imprat. There's only one of me. Unfortunately, you will not find another like me. What? I'm sorry. What?
Oh, I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I'm
Sorry. Something.
sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah. The Sushi's inner demons are out again, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on. But you will find me on Twitch normally, either playing variety of games. Finally got away from League of Legends. Um, or you'll find me streaming with my partner. So stop by whenever you want, whenever you see me online.
Heck yeah. Now,
Sushi.
for you, Sushi.
It's like one of those moments when it's like you know everything about yourself, and as soon as somebody asks you who you are, you're like, I forgot who I am.
Box Bento Sushi.
I'll just basically do my like when somebody raids into my Twitch.
That's
Go
perfect.
for it.
That's the best way to say it. I mean,
All right. So, hello everybody. My name is Sushi. I'm a variety streamer here on not here on Twitch.
Yes, here on Twitch. Yes, we are
Yes,
streaming right now, ladies and
yes.
totally.
But I stream on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of fuck shit, and my favorite word is fuck. But
and shit.
on shit.
Mine is
And
drugs.
calling the pug rippers.
I might say a few times to trigger Sushi a little bit and have Sushi go, no.
Drugs.
But you can find me on Twitch by searching Sushi's Bento Box. And same goes for Instagram. I don't have any other social media, so
We don't believe in that X crap.
All most
I mean,
links,
what?
base link for Twitch will be in the description below at when this podcast is posted.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so this podcast, our topic more or less is what it's going to be called Here and Now. It's kind of like a best way of saying it is that this is going to be a podcast about like your up and coming story, what got you into streaming, what got you into content creation, what keeps you going, and what I guess the best way to say is what is your future goals? Because like here and now, we're now, and like we want to get to that point eventually. Like some of us want to get to that point, some of us is just a vibe. But whatever decision you have in the end is up to you. There's no judgment anywhere here. So we're gonna start off with Sushi to start off with this. They can tell us your story. Tell us like I guess like what got you into content creation and the little everything, whatever you want to share, are willing to share.
All right. Well, for I guess like I'll be open and honest because like that's how I usually am on stream. But I first started really streaming when I was in my abusive relationship. I found if people have been on like the Xbox long enough, streaming platform called Mixer.
Ooh.
I started streaming on that, and then when I moved and started working in healthcare, I met somebody who said that they were going to start streaming on Twitch. And I knew that I had a lot of fun just streaming and playing games and having people watch and everything. Um, so I started watching my old coworker stream on Twitch, and then that opened the doors of realizing that I missed um streaming. So at the time I didn't have a PC. I only had my Xbox. I didn't have anything that really I could stream off of other than my phone. Um got into a community, got known there, and then that's when I brought up the idea and they encouraged it. So started working on the streaming room, started streaming on my phone,
Heck yeah.
became affiliate on August 9th. I don't think I really had any like goals, but just that I know that at the time, like I'm in a state where I have no family, I have no friends down where I live, and so I
Hmm.
wanted to be able to like open up that door for me because I do have social anxiety when it comes to trying to make friends. Like when it's at work, that's one thing, you have to be social, but
Yeah.
just to have like people who have the same things in common with you, you're going to find it more on like basically on Twitch or whatever streaming platform that you have. So,
100%.
um when I started building my community, I knew that I wanted it to be filled with people who are just as supportive, loving, empathetic, compassionate as I am. And I think even being almost 3 years in, from what I hear, everybody agrees that I have so far accomplished that goal. And I think that that is the reason why I keep going. As for goals and everything, like I know that some Twitch streamers, like when they start streaming, it's like, oh, like when I become affiliate, the next step is to become partner.
Yeah.
Um, I don't have that goal. I know my community wants it for me, but me personally, it's not a priority.
Yeah.
It's more of if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to try to push for it. Um, if I were to set a goal, um, I said to my community, I give it like next year, try to hit it by next year on my birthday. If we don't,
Yeah.
then it's not a big deal for me. Like, I love what I do. I love content creating, even not even content. Like, people pull up to my stream and I'm laying on the floor, laying on my Pikachu squishmallow. Like that's a pure content right
I
there.
have seen those. I've seen, I think, in the moment you were like by your chair, and I think one of them you like opened it, and I think Juice happened to just walk by and just like scare the shit out of you. I remember something like that. I don't know if it was your cat or Juice,
I
but
heard I heard. So funny enough, for those of you who don't know, my cat's name is Jutes and my boyfriend's name is on social on Twitch is Infernal Jutes, but everybody just calls him Jutes. So whenever I call either one of them, both of them don't know who I'm talking to. So I heard a sound out there and I thought it was my cat starting a fight. So I was just laying there, and this is clipped on my Twitch, by the way. I was laying on my floor. I heard a sound, so I opened my door, and all I see is our cat Jutes. So I was trying to talk to the cat, but little did I know Jutes got home. That was that sound. And he comes walking from the kitchen and he's looking down at me and he scared the absolute shit out of me. All I could do was
waff,
laugh,
What? What? What?
waff,
waff.
waff.
Yes, Grippers,
What?
waff, waff.
The look on Lupul's face right now is just like, uh.
For those of you
Waff.
who don't know, yeah, we'll go into
We'll
my
go that in a bit.
backstory
We'll
in
go
a
that in a bit.
second. Yeah. Go
But overall, I'm just seeing where streaming is gonna take me. I know that a lot of people have said that I am growing a lot, and I just want to reach out to as many and make friends with as many people as I possibly can, because for me, um growing up, I didn't have the love, the support, the empathy, the compassion, and I want Mike to build a community that where we treat each other like family. We'll
Yeah.
pick on you. We'll pick on you, but when we know that you're in a hard spot mentally, like we take it
Yeah.
seriously.
I
Um,
mean, that's what family and
as
friends
much
are
shit
for, to
as
pick on you. Because
yeah,
it's like if you can't like actually pick on each other, it's like, are you really friends? Are
yeah,
you really family?
yeah.
Hmm.
Like we'll pick on you and we'll give you shit, but when we know that you're like in a hard spot and you need somebody there, or even just to hype you up, or just be that person like that I know that people need, especially nowadays. Um, it's just a way to like be able to feel like
Connected.
loved, yeah, loved, connected, make more friends,
Yeah,
and just be there for each other.
completely agree to that.
So I want to be that, also be that person. Like obviously as I get bigger, I'm not going to be
Hmm.
able to do that as efficiently
Yeah,
and effectively, but at least I built a community where if it's not me, it's somebody else in the
yeah.
community that they
You
could
want to do the
connect with.
absolute best you can. I mean, you're doing great. I mean, just trying to be involved with every person that comes in your chat. Because I know when I come, even if I just lurk half the time, because like I'm working or I'm doing my stream or we're streaming together, like I'm easy to see
Yeah,
like you trying to connect with everyone that shows up. Like I know sometimes like of course when you're in the middle of the game you can't always like talk to everyone in chat, but I mean I've always paid attention. Like every person that comes in, you're trying to talk, you try to communicate, you try to say something, you try to say hi. Even if it's just a quick hi, it's just a matter like you have to go back, you have to look. You still try to be involved and make them feel like they're important, they're welcome to the community, they're there. So it's just like that's a really nice like
yeah.
view on it.
And that's the hardest part. Like I know that my coworkers know that I stream and they're like, "Oh, you just sit there and you play video games and you get,
That's
if
like the
you're
biggest
affiliate, you get
thing.
paid." And
Yeah,
it's like it's so much more than that
it
though, because
is.
you got to be multitasking, you got to be playing the game, paying attention to it while also trying to entertain or even
Yeah,
like communicate with your viewers. Like I
because
even
anyone could
hate
play a
like
game.
saying viewers,
Yeah,
like the people who are there to
community is a better way to
support
say it.
you.
I mean, because they are viewers,
Yeah.
but they're community. You
They're
crafted
people.
it. Yeah,
I feel like a lot of streamers lose that,
yeah, I do. I
lose that
can definitely
feeling.
agree. Some of the
They
bigger
just
ones,
Viewers are
yeah,
get
just a
obsessed
number
with
to them.
numbers. Yeah.
Viewers are to the big ones. Viewers are just numbers. They don't
Hmm.
connect with them. The
at
only
certain,
people that they honestly try to connect to
yeah,
are people who are moderators,
yeah. I
and
did,
that's when they just
yeah. I did explain to I
That
think
or they suck.
Gabe at one point. I was just like, there is a point though that there are people that can't do that. Like they can't like be down to earth like they want to be. Like it's like Markiplier or some of those other big YouTubers. Like they want to have the biggest heart for everyone, but there's so many millions of people. How can they? Like the only way to cater to them all at this point for like someone like him is to just literally make the content he keeps doing to make him smile, to see the comments that people say like a billion stuff and say happy stuff, or the live stream he does. Like that's how he knows. But like so, the mid tier right there before he get that higher up, it's just a number. They want to see the number. They want to see 3,000 people. They don't look at chat. Like I've gone to some of those the channels. I hate to say, I'm not gonna say names because that's we're not calling people out, but it's just a matter of being like I've gone to some of those and they ignore half the more than 90% of that chat. And
even
I've
when they
had a
sub or
community.
use bits or anything like that, they'll
exactly,
say thank you, but they won't keep track of that person or anything like that. It's just
Yeah, they don't connect, but it's like you were saying, Corona, like I've seen streamers who become partner, and I'm not saying all of them, but I know some that they hit partner and then it's like if you're not subscribed, if you're not gifting, if you're not sending bits or any sort of form of like really like doing anything to benefit them, they don't
mm-hmm.
really pay attention to you.
Yeah,
And it's like you'll come in, you'll talk, and then they'll acknowledge you, but that's it after that. They'll
mm-hmm.
just welcome you in and then like basically ignore you until they see a subscriber badge or gifts or that you sent bits. It's to me it's heartbreaking. Like I
Yeah,
don't do Twitch for money.
yeah,
I can't I can't imagine becoming that big, not even big, but even just becoming partner and neglecting the community that helped get you there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just mind-boggling to me that some streamers do that.
I
And
completely, yeah.
it's like, I hate that people even do that because that's taking advantage of, like, all the people that wanted you to get there. And it's very, very heartbreaking. Like, I know somebody said to me when we were talking about if I became partner, they're like, what would change? I'm like, honestly, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if I became partner, you're not gonna see a check mark next to my name when I'm in chat. Like, I'm hiding that. I'm
Yeah.
hiding that shit.
Like
Like,
if I'm in other people's
I'm not
chat, I'm
gonna be
gonna hide that. I'm
broadcasting.
not gonna be like
Mm-hmm.
showing that off in people's chats. Like my goal is to still be as a viewer for them, like to even just to be be a part of the community. But it's like what you just said there like brings up a lot of like people where it's like when you become part, like I have friends in real life, they're like when you make it there, don't forget the small us, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like you're the reason I'm here. Like if you're
Yeah.
supporting me, like you're the reason I'm here. So why would I forget you? Like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm a part now. So goodbye, cruel world. Hello, partner. No. It's like I'm the same person. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
change. And I think that's like
That's
the humble beginnings. It's just like you actually are stay humble most of the way.
that's why I like saying, like, I know sometimes it may seem like a lot to some people, but that's why I thank like everyone in my community and anybody that comes in. It's like, I don't, like, I make it known that I don't just see you as a number, I see you as a person. I don't even see you as like a viewer, like you're just
One,
somebody that's just coming
two,
in.
three,
Oh,
four.
look, there's viewer number 69 coming in. How are you doing today? How's
Exact.
life? How's me, ma? But no,
How's Tata?
but I
How's
just
Cum?
I just think, like, even just recently I just made a post in my Discord just thanking everybody
I saw
for
that one. Yeah.
just being there. And I think it's very important to always thank your community because in the end, like, no matter where you are in streaming, the people that show up, like,
Yeah.
even if they're just new, if they're just stopping by, like, that that means that what you're doing means something, that
That
people enjoy what you do.
I completely agree. I know almost every year my birthday for the last like how many years I've been streaming, uh, always have like people who've been around for like, all these years come and message me and they're like send me like 2 paragraphs worth of like like a whole 2 paragraph message and being like, thank you for being here, like you like happy birthday, like I hope you have a great thing. But like they go on and on. I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
and I get like
That's why I
20 of
create a
those people.
Kahoot board. People want to say happy birthday or
I'm
happy affiliate anniversary, just write it on the
I might have
Kudo
to do
board.
that this year just so that I can save my messages. I can be like,
Mine's
okay,
my affiliate anniversary is coming up in August.
that's crazy. My thing mine came up in
3 years.
February, and I just was like, it's come and gone. My affiliate anniversary. No, my affiliate anniversary. Actually, the funny thing is on my birthday. I got the email on my birthday. I woke up and it
Did
was like
Gripper send you a cake?
funny enough, I know I've known Lupul for so many years, but I've known Lupul since high school. But me and Lupul actually didn't reconnect. I think it's almost like a year and a half ago, 2 years now. I think.
Yeah, we didn't after high school, we didn't connect because right after high school, Chrono knows. I don't know if Chrono knew. Um, basically, after high school, I got kicked out, and I moved away from where he and I
I think I
grew up.
knew some of that. I think you lightly took. We still talked a little bit after high school, but it wasn't like
It
heavy.
wasn't
Like
like super connects, like,
yeah.
but it was. Um,
I saw you at college
but I
every so
had to
often.
move away.
I saw. I'm not gonna say college, which college, but I saw you at there a few times. Remember?
Yes,
That's
yes. But basically after that, I was kind of like I was in my own world. I had some new friends. Some new friends, unfortunately, that fell through because they showed their true colors after certain
Ugh.
things were said about
Gotta
me.
love that.
And then I basically continued moving on through my life because I'm like, I don't need this. I
Exactly.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
basically
There's that favorite word. Fuck.
speak.
Woof.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
I see
wait.
how it is. I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay.
Oh wait, was I supposed to say moo? For those of you who don't know.
Just quick summary. Quick summary.
If you hear me making any cow references, I like to send Lupul, aka Grippers. I like to send Lupul gifts of cows. Just for the shits and giggles and just to pick on them.
It's for the
And
content.
we even made the Crony even made the gif of it says
But Lupul, it's for the content.
There it is.
and it has a dancing cow behind it specifically because I asked for it.
And I was like,
So-
let's do this.
The funny thing is I'll be late at I won't even be messaging Lupul, and I will be up late at night when I'm usually awake searching for the most cursed gifts of cows that I can save for later.
And then
That are
at
just
3 a.m. my time, at
6
3
o'clock.
a.m. my time, sushi time, 6 o'clock sushi time, she'll send me like a cow gift.
That's amazing. Amazing.
I have no
And I wake
regrets.
up and I'm like, why are you sending me this so early?
And then you're
Sends
wondering.
another cow.
Sushi, why are
No,
you
sends
like
another
this?
cow.
That's
I don't
amazing.
even respond. Just
So-
sends another one.
Yeah. So now we got to hear Lupul's side of things.
Oh
Okay.
god.
It's Lupul's
Yeah.
time. Lupul's time. You
Where do I start?
can start wherever you want.
Uh,
You can leave stuff out. You can put stuff in. However you feel. Whatever you're willing to share, like I said.
I'm sorry, Kate just came out just trying to dance like a ballerina. So those of you who don't know, Kate's my fiance, soon to be beautiful wife. You'll see her in my streams all the time.
Hi.
She'll stop by. So I guess let's start way back when. I enjoyed always being on camera, I guess, when Chrono and I did. You wanted to bring this one up earlier.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
When we did YouTube videos.
YouTube videos.
Back in high school. Those YouTube videos are cursed. Should never see the light of day.
But might most likely at some point down the line.
Yes, most likely down the line they will be shown.
Because of this podcast, what?
Yes, exactly.
What's the name of it?
I was known as Godzilla of Asia. I don't know where that came from. I don't even remember where that came from.
I think it was something that you said, and we are just like, because you're like, I'm Asian. You kept on saying, I'm Asian, I'm Asian. So it was just like something about Godzilla. Like, you picked up a Godzilla toy at a store, and you're like, Godzilla of Asia, and that's where it came from.
Yeah, I guess so. And we basically just created these cursed / funny videos that basically we just showed our friends. We had friends, special guests, and I really enjoyed that. Afterwards, oh my gosh, you did send it in the chat. Never mind.
Okay, continue. Let's hear.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
You guys will hear Sushi giggle while Lupul's talking.
Shortly after that, I stopped playing. I stopped being on camera. I just kept playing video games like League and stuff like that. But it was more and more my online friends kept saying, "You look like Markiplier. Why do you look like Markiplier? Why does this guy look like Markiplier? He looks like a Temu, like a Wish.com/Temu Markiplier and all that." So I'm like, okay, I guess that's who I am. And so I created a name out of Romanian because that's basically was one of my favorite languages to try to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I created this name, Lupul Imperat. But mostly some people call me Lupul or Lupul. And then there's Sushi who calls me Grippers.
Grippers.
But so basically, then I started streaming. With how I got into streaming, my fiance actually kind of gave me, she encouraged me. She's
Aw.
like, you like playing video games, you love playing the game, you love playing this game. Why don't you show people how you play it, or try to show them basically why you like the game or stuff like that. So I said, okay, sure. I had a PC at that time, and my roommate and I were kind of just playing video games, so we decided to start streaming.
Yeah.
Little by little, I started streaming with more and more people. During that time, I was casting for League of Legends. I used to play League a lot on my channel. If you look back at the clips that you'll see that I used to play a lot. I used to play a lot of MMOs, all that kind of stuff. But then I started getting out of League of Legends, and I started kind of going back towards stuff like WoW, or most recently with Chrono, we started playing Baldur's Gate, or I'll play, I don't know, Marvel Rivals, and little by little, my community started growing. Some of my community are friends that I've made through the time when I was casting. Also people that I've met in real life. Some of my coworkers even know that pretty soon that I'll be in a maid's outfit for a charity stream. It's just kind of one of those things that, sure, I put this little facade that I keep up getting angry. I know that's breaking the fourth wall here. That I'm always angry about either Sushi hitting me with cow gifts, or calling me Grippers, or Chrono bringing up this cursed channel that we used to do. But at the end of the day, it's kind of just fun because it's nice to have people, especially people that come by my channel and say what's up, or even when they jump into the channel and a funny moment's about to happen, they're like, what the hell just happened? How'd you do that? What do? I don't try to, but in all seriousness, I don't try to follow a pattern. Patterns don't work for me. They're boring. So following anything or everything
You don't
and
like to
anything
follow a
that I can
niche.
do.
You like to follow you.
Exactly. So following League of Legends, streaming League of Legends, sure, it'll be fun. Like if I'm playing TFT or something like that, but I don't want to do League of Legends the way I used to, because I used to be competitive about it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that almost killed my relationship. It literally almost killed my relationship. So stay away from League of Legends, everybody. Stay away from
Go
it.
to Smite.
Not
Go to
good for you.
Smite.
Go to Smite. Find New World.
No, don't
play
go
Dota.
to Smite right now, because Smite is extremely like
Toxic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
Okay,
no
so
Smite,
never
no
mind.
Smite.
Stay away from any games like that. Just play games with your friends. Play games that you know that you'll have fun with. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Marvel Rivals is kind
Repo.
of fun / ish.
Repo.
Repo.
Huh?
Repo.
Repo. Play Repo with your friends. You get a lot of funny
Schedule
moments.
1.
Schedule 1. Yes, we gotta cook the drugs. What?
Drugs.
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 But
Just
all in
remind
all,
you, we do not condone drugs.
We do not.
Yes,
Do not do kid drugs.
don't.
Unless it's ibuprofen and prescribed by a doctor. Okay. Good.
Mhm.
Yes. Where was I? Sushi ruined everything again. Let me think. But yeah, no,
Deserved.
streaming, the community that I've built is it's kind of just like, they know what pushes my buttons. I'll kind of get like a little upset. Like I won't get super upset in real life, but I'll show that I can have a great time and not get like ultimately upset. Like a lot of people have been asking for a stream, a cosplay stream, and not like a nice cosplay stream. No. They want me and a Sailor Moon. Carl, that kills people. Sorry, that's the name of
Carl.
Sushi's. Like we said, we have cameras on for us, but Sushi's camera's name is Carl, and it loves to kill people.
Yep. It likes to die.
Uh, where was I? No, they don't want a regular like, oh sure, let me just dress up in an Iron Man outfit, or I don't know, dress up like a cool anime character outfit. No, they want me in a Sailor Moon or a maid outfit, or
Yes.
even a I don't know, what's another one that they want me in? The
Cow made.
oh, cow maid. There you go. There's the other one. Thank you. Thank you. But I just kind of have this community here that I'm not looking for a number. I'm just looking to have people come in, say hi, cool, get ready to watch me do some crazy stuff because here I go into this plunge, or here I go, I'm gonna blow something up, or something. Something or another, something fun will always happen whenever somebody new comes in. Because then I'm looking this way at my chat when I have two monitors, and then all of a sudden something bad happens.
That's like the best times, though. You gotta.
That's always the best times. That's always the best clips. Like New World. And also during my stream, we also love to make anime references. So that's always the funny part. So, but all in all,
Yeah.
I enjoyed streaming. That's the reason why I got into streaming, was because one, happiness, like people's happiness is more important to people finding a way to smile, like finding a reason to smile.
Yeah.
Because these days, what in the outside world do we want? Do we honestly makes us smile? What out there honestly makes us smile? No, it's the people on screen that we normally see, not like having some sort of fakeness or anything like that. No, we see the actual person. We see the people for who they are. That's the reason why some streamers, small time streamers like Chrono Sushi, I'm not calling you guys small time, but I'm talking like not partner, not huge. Like I'm gonna name out three people that I normally watch: Puffer, Grizzy, Smitty. Those are the three.
I'm small.
That's how short you actually are in real life, Chrono. To
Shut
me,
up.
okay. Let's make this
Shut
very. Those three, I love them. I always will. I know that we didn't want to name out people, but at the same time,
No, you're allowed to
those
name
three
out people. It's just
once-
calling people out in the wrong, like, the
Oh,
wrong,
yeah,
like,
no,
how we feel.
yeah.
But like giving shout out to
But
like personal people you like if we said Markiplier, I mean, we call it Markiplier. Like, we said
Markiplier, like,
but like you're allowed to, like, the idea is that we don't want to call out the people we
Yeah.
think are doing
Things that
the
they
wrong
do that we don't agree with.
Yeah, we want to call
Yeah.
want to call the people that we support, we like look up to, who inspire us. That's the kind of people we could call out.
But when it comes to that, when it comes to those three, like, they've created this, I don't know if
Safe
it's
space?
real kind of thing. Yeah, they created the safe space for their viewers. And sometimes, like, we don't know what's behind the camera, what's going on with the camera. Like, we don't know if those are true.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are real from day one that you started getting followers to day, I don't know, 3 years from that day, and you have like over 1,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 followers, and you have subscribers, and people are just expecting that version of you all time, every time. That's what I want whenever I meet people that's in the community that I kind of created.
Yeah.
They'll see me. They'll always see me, either whether or not I'm in a maid outfit to regular clothes or even dressed up for casting. They'll see the real me. Like, I'll stumble over words. I'm a horrible person because I start talking really fast, and because that's like just how the Filipino in me.
I
But
actually
at the
can
same
talk too
time,
fast where I word vomit, and I'll just
Exactly. But that's the best part, because you're being you. You're being exactly who you want to be. That's the best part. That's why I love streaming with you two, and also all our other friends. But at the same time, it's just like, we don't have to be fake.
No fake.
We know exactly who we are.
Yeah.
We know exactly what we want people to see.
Yeah.
Sure, it's the bullshit. Sure, it's sure, it's the worst. Sure, it's the bad. Sure, it's the good. Either way, we're not fake.
The trolling.
Okay, little backstory about grippers. Okay, let me make this very clear. I
Wasn't it
don't
when
get
I first
mad
met you
about it.
too?
Yeah.
Huh? I don't get mad about it.
So
But
at the end of this story, I'll actually go on to our next questions and fun stuff.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
we'll start off
I
with this
completely
story
understand.
first. We'll start with the story first.
Yes.
Okay.
So my fiance put a picture of our cats that are just laying in bed with us, and my
Mind you,
foot
this
is
is
just
my
in the view.
first time meeting Lupul too when
Yes.
this happens.
Yes. So basically, she puts them in a picture of that in my chat, and there it is. And here I am. I'm watching Magic on the TV. We're laying in bed, and my cat is literally hugging my leg, and it's a cute picture. It's a really cute picture. At the same time, then Sushi's like, "What are up with those grippers?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Those are grippers. Those aren't feet. Those are grippers." And
And
I'm
then
like,
that's where it went. That's
so that's where it went.
and that's the best
So
Those
part
that's
are-
where
because
it's been.
it's kept going and it's just hilarious.
It's been going on for how long now, Sushi?
Since that day.
6 months now?
That's 5 to 6 months.
6
Yeah.
months?
6 months about.
5 or 6 months now. 5 or 6
But
months since my
listen, why are, like, I keep making the joke too, like, that if you got like a pedicure that it will look like fingers.
And you know what? Maybe I'll get a pedicure one day and I'll just post it there just for boom, there you go.
See, she's gonna be waiting for that day now.
No, it's gonna be on Only
Only
Feet Finder.
Only Feet. There's a website called
Only
Only Feet.
Feet.
We checked it out the other day.
Oh my gosh, you actually looked it up. Never.
Gabe did.
Never
Gabe
mind.
did. Gabe did. And it
Never
exists.
mind.
Okay, but that goes on to the fun story. How we all met. I want to hear from your sides. I know Lupul has a story for how I met.
Oh my gosh.
But also I know Sushi has a story about how we met, and it's a funny one. It's a short funny one, but it's there, and that's I want to we need to have this for the podcast because it's even better when it's explained by Sushi because it's all like it's very short, but like how it all ends up is just like amazing because it's just like that little story of how we met is how me and Sushi became really really good friends. So so we're gonna start with Sushi, and then we'll go to Lupul because Lupul's story can go a little bit, I believe.
Yeah, it can go for a while.
All right. I was just watching your videos.
No! Why?
Just an FYI. I'm
Gosh.
which one is it? I watched the very first one that you guys uploaded.
Oh, that one was out. That one was without.
The disaster one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The hostess
Slowly.
disaster. That's when the hostess was having a lot of issues and they were shutting down for a while. Remember that? That's where we made the video.
Yeah.
I'm slowly making my way up.
It'll take you some time. Won't take too long though.
But all right. So the way that I met Chrono is, like Chrono said, it's pretty short. But I remember one day I was just scrolling, looking at like Twitch channels and everything, and I saw Chrono's profile picture on Twitch. Popped in for a little bit, kind of lurked, wasn't really paying attention. But I specifically remember the profile picture. And I just get off my computer. And then I believe I went to TwitchCon. And it's my very first TwitchCon. It was in Las Vegas. And I went with two of my friends, Pitch Black Noise and Boogeyman. And I remember walking around, and I forget what hair color you had at that
I
time.
had
I remember I saw
purple.
you briefly. Yeah. And I remember seeing you, but I couldn't, like, you kind of look familiar, but I didn't, like, if I don't, like, recognize somebody, I'm not going to just walk up to them. I'm not that kind of person. I'm shy.
Yeah. I can say for sure, like looking back and think about that, like Vegas trip, I can vaguely like you mentioned that I could vaguely remember seeing you because like looking at like pictures you posted, I could be like, I feel like I saw them, but like they're pretty, you know, like because like I'm always a people
Mhm.
watcher at TwitchCon, and I like of
Yeah.
course I look at the pretty people, and I'm just like all over being like, oh, they look good, oh, they're pretty. So it's just like I
Hmm.
can, and looking at your picture what you wore, I'm like, I and I feel like I vaguely remember seeing you. It's just like because it's
My
like so many
outfits
people.
were amazing that for that, and then the third day I just gave up trying.
But
I was like,
you're just like, ah. I think that was
but
the same.
I didn't approach Chrono at all. Um, but then after like some time goes by, I think it was like I believe we met in
I think it was
like
late 2024 because it was like
yeah,
wasn't too late though. It was like a few months before
it was
TwitchCon.
before it was before it was before my affiliate anniversary
Okay, and before TwitchCon because
because
I remember you got everyone to come find me.
yes. So I believe it was somewhere at the like towards like the beginning,
July,
like middle,
late July,
probably
somewhere.
around like June, July.
Yeah,
We'll have to look back at the messages. But
yeah.
so I was scrolling through TikTok, and I like when like Twitch streamers like pop up on my feed and everything. And so Chrono's video comes up, and he just so happens to mention that he streams on Twitch. I'm like, oh, cool, another Twitch streamer. He kind of looks familiar, but I drop a follow. Chrono follows me back. We follow each other on Instagram, and I like to do a little lurk ski just to get like the vibes of um any Twitch streamer that I follow, and of course I follow Chrono on Twitch as well in the process of following him on TikTok. But I'm looking through Chrono's Instagram, and I see a picture of him at TwitchCon. So I message him. I'm like, "Did you go to Las Vegas TwitchCon?" He was like, "Yeah." And I said, I'm pretty sure I saw you." And then I started watching his streams, and then I think about a couple of like months later, I realized that when I came in to really like watch your streams, I didn't have to accept the rules. So that meant that I was there
For some time before.
before.
Yeah.
And then it clicked that I watched you before. And it's like, wait, this is just like a full circle thing. This is just like it's one of those things where it's like, what's the saying called? It's like, I don't want to say destiny, but it was meant to be that we became friends.
Yeah.
It was meant to be. And then it opened up to your community and my community, and just like playing games, and then me meeting grippers, and
And I mean meeting like everyone on your end, which is like are amazing people.
mhm,
I'm like I meet
mhm.
new people on your end. I read like every other day, and then I met Kane through you, and like I met like more people through Kane. And I'm like,
Which
oh my gosh.
that's another funny thing. I met Kane on TikTok too, and that's another funny story.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
I was just absentmindedly just scrolling through TikTok like I was doing for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I met you, and it was just a clip. I was doing something in my kitchen, and I just scrolled, and I stopped, and I started doing something else. And then I hear sushi come from my phone.
And he's talking to
And for
Fancy.
those of you, yeah, if for those of you who don't know, There is a friend of Accurately Kane's community, one of his mods. Their name is Fancy Sushi Kitty, and they also call them sushi. So that got my attention, and I commented under the video. I'm like, there's no way that, like, because this video is blowing up, like they're not gonna see it. And I said, not me standing here in the kitchen hearing my Twitch name being said out loud and just like looking over at my phone, like, and then it's just the eyes, the lips, and another eye
Oh yeah.
emoji. And then Kane liked it. And then Kane followed me. And then Fancy Sushi Kitty followed me. And then we followed each other on Twitch, and lo and behold, another amazing group of people that I met. And it's very crazy, like how the internet can like bring people together.
Right. I definitely agree. It definitely brought me and Lupul back together, which we'll go now move on to Lupul's story because he'll have some fun stuff here.
Oh man. Okay. Where do you want me to start? Jeez. Okay.
Wherever you want to, because I am not really against anything. So
of Lupul and Chrono's beginning of friendship.
So the funny thing is that Chrono and I used to live down the street from each other all the way since like when I first moved to that city.
Mhm.
And we didn't know each other at all. He didn't take the bus with us.
Yeah.
I didn't know him, but I walked past the street every single day. Little thing about me. I was trying to always take the bus with a certain girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, it wasn't my current fiance. My current fiance and I, we only met just recently in my life, but I met this girl since the day one of middle school.
Oh my.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know as well, our school was a middle school and / high school. So it was a combination of both. So we got stuck in the same school for 6 years right after being stuck in another school for like 6 years.
Oh my.
So we couldn't move. There was no going from one school to another, like trying to make new friends, trying to find a new thing. No, we were stuck there. So all of middle school, never met Chrono. Never.
I can say I didn't go to middle school at that school though. I can tell you that. So sure,
Okay.
you didn't see me at all. I was homeschooled from 3rd grade and 9th grade, so I eventually didn't actually meet anybody until high school. So yeah.
Okay, that kind of explains the reason why I didn't see you. Then 9th grade, didn't really pay attention to a lot of people except a certain amount of people, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was around 10th grade. That's when we started hanging out.
Late 9th grade, early 10th grade, it was because of Chris. And we won't say other names other than just Chris, but
No.
For me,
there
it's
was
Chris.
one other person. There was one other person that there was a group over in the Triangle that we used to hang out together with. There was a group in the Triangle.
There's so many
all the
people,
heavy
I don't
metal
remember
kids.
everybody.
All the heavy metal kids. They were heavy metal kids.
Are you talking about D?
I'm talking about S and J.
Probably remember, but we'll move on. Okay, keep going.
Okay. So I didn't really hang out. Like I said, I only hanged out with one specific person and their group. And then around 10th grade, Chrono starts hanging out with us. And I'm like, cool, this guy's pretty cool. We can keep vibing. And we started he started introducing me to different bands and stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. And after 10th grade, I think around 11th grade is when we actually started hanging out a bit more out of school.
Mm-hmm.
That was because of some personal stuff going on in my life, and that kind of gave me a bit more freedom. Sure, I kind of moved a bit farther away from where Chrono lived, but I still lived in the same town, still went to the same school, so I could be happy and I could still keep my friends.
Friends.
Longer bike ride. Longer bike ride.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 11th grade is when Chrono,
Just to let
and there
everyone
was
know
3
now,
other.
me and Lupo are 30-ish, so like
Yeah,
you can
no,
tell
we
we
are.
graduated a long time ago.
Um, then we started doing those videos with 2 other people.
The one that now Sushi's
Uh,
watching.
yeah, I can tell Sushi's intently watching. Which one are you watching, Sush?
The Improved Randoms Halloween special.
Oh my.
Oh no!
Heck yeah.
Moving on. Then during 12th grade, that's when like we were almost inseparable, except during class. Like if
Yeah.
we were during like our school had this weird schedule where it's like few periods snack time, few periods lunchtime, then go home.
Yeah.
My family that I currently lived with at that time, they didn't really care what time I came home unless the sun, if the sun was still up, I could stay out. If as soon as the sun started going down, I needed to start biking home.
Yeah.
Um, the the cool part about that was that we started like hanging out with a lot more people. We started getting to know each other a lot more. I kind of was there, like he was there through some brutal breakups.
I think
Some
that's another reason. I
brutal
think that's another
breakups.
reason we eventually started making YouTube videos because it was just like a way to distract ourselves. And I think you, if I remember correctly, you and Chris were in theater at the time, so it was also
Yeah,
to like also like work on that as well to kind of like keep that going outside of theater club or theater
it,
the class.
exactly. That's exactly the reason why that Chris and I were in that a lot more. Um, the other member that we had was also in theater, uh, but she was about to graduate, so we didn't really. Once the graduation happened, we couldn't really get our time schedules to mix up. So that's the reason why our YouTube channel kind of dropped.
Yeah.
Um, then let me think here. We kept in contact for a bit after high school. So going into college, we kept in contact for a bit. Um, and then after that, I moved away and we did not talk at all for a long period of time. Like every once in a while, I get a message from Chrono. Hey, how are you? How you doing? Da 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 da. And I'll shoot back a message and then I completely forget to
I think
message back.
I would be the same. I think it would be like 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, done, and then we separate stop talking
Like
for like
4
2, 3 years.
months, 4 or 5 months. For that's exactly how that went for 2 or 3 years. And then I started streaming. Uh and then I think I saw that Chrono was also streaming. Was streaming because I found Chrono's Instagram, and then I was like, wait, this guy streams also.
I was also
That's
streaming
pretty
for like
cool.
I've been streaming since 2017.
Yeah, and I was a bit late to that bandwagon of streaming because I didn't have like a computer that could handle it until my fiance just basically said, "Go do it, have fun. You love playing video games," like I said. Um, and then I started connecting with Chrono a lot more, and then I met Sushi. I think during one of your collabs,
I don't
and
remember
then
which
I've
one, but
met.
one of them, yeah.
I forgot what collab. Okay, I did a long time, like about 5 or 6 months now.
I
And
think
it's
it
been
was. I
that.
definitely think it was Repo. I feel like it was Repo because like we didn't
It
play.
wasn't Repo.
No,
We
it
knew.
wasn't Repo.
What was it?
I think it
Because
was Lethal
Repo, I
Company.
think, came out this year.
It did.
I think it was Lethal Company.
It was Lethal Company.
I think it was Lethal Company.
It was Lethal Company.
Yeah, must have been.
And
I'm gonna say yes.
and I kept trying to type to Chrono like, "Don't die. That thing's gonna kill you. Run," or something like that. And then I just started following Sushi because I was like, might as well. And Sushi and I became close. Not as close as Chrono and Sushi are, but like close enough for her to call me Grippers.
Day one, everybody. Day one.
No, not day 1. More like day 5. Okay, day 5 of actually talking to you. More like day 5 because I was kind of like following, and then I talked,
I
and then
forget
8.
why we even started talking about feet.
No, it's
It was
'cause
because you found. It was because of the picture.
he
Well,
literally
no,
posted
like
it.
how did it come up to that where
Oh,
the
because
picture?
you're talking about the cats. We were posting cats, and I think we're all talking. And then
Oh,
inevitably,
I
the
told
picture was
I told
posted.
her I told your fiance to post a picture, and your foot so happened to be there.
Yes, yes.
Yes, there
I
it
didn't
is.
pay attention to the cat. So I was like, what?
Just all of a
What
sudden, that
Because
foot's there.
feet, feet.
Because
Now we
it's
know
just
what sushi focuses on. Not pets, their feet. That's what you. By the way,
I do
everybody that's
focus
listening,
on the
everybody
pets.
that's listening, just remember, if you ever meet sushi in person, make sure your feet are covered because that's what they're
No. That's not one you have to.
You
Sushi's not
should
you have
have
to worry
had
about.
the
You're not.
socks on, my dude.
You don't need to be worried about sushi. You got to be worried about Transipu.
Oh
Trans
yeah.
will take pictures of your feet and then post them on OnlyFeet, and he won't give you any of the proceeds. By the way, this is all just a
Oh,
fun
Oh,
joke, but it's still fun to
yeah.
keep going.
are you sure that Trans didn't do that to you when
How do
you
we
were
know? I don't
waxing that one day?
know. That's the fun part of it. We don't know. And Trans he might not. We don't know. But that's, I think, the
Trans, we need a
fun of it.
message. I want part of that. I want part of that.
What my share?
I want my share.
It's like, I have tenure on Chrono. I've known him longer than you.
No, I wore a maid outfit during that stream.
You got legs and feet for me, so call me titties.
But no, here we are. Like, that's how the three of us connected. I mean, we all connected thanks to Chrono.
Yeah.
In the long run, we all have to say thanks to Chrono that he is the one that connected us all.
Mhm.
I like
I
to
mean,
be. I like friends, and I like keeping friends. Like, I hate
Yeah.
having to look like, I hate like that. Like, some people I used to be very good friends with, I don't talk to anymore. Which, not because I don't want to or we don't want to. It's just life takes its toll, and like,
Yeah.
you have different responsibilities. Some are parents, some are like, they have the responsibilities that a lot of us don't have. I don't have kids. I'm not married personally, so like, I don't have any of those responsibilities directly. A lot of people do, and they can still make time for it, but that's depends on what they want in their life.
to be
And
honest, I think that we're both kind of surprised that I did not end up with a kid from the time of high school to now.
that's
Just
actually
want to
very
make that
true.
clear.
For Lupul, if you know Lupul in high school, then yeah, you would. I can sit there and go, yep. But no shade on anyone that has kids and any
who
parents.
has
It's
kids.
just,
Yes, I want to make
it's
that clear.
just,
I want to make that.
I'll make it 100% clear. I have no problem with it. Like, I've always wanted kids myself, so like, I know down the line it's gonna happen, and I still want to make content creation one of my biggest passions, and maybe my job, and I don't have to worry about a full-time job. I can do streaming and family. That's my goal, at least down the line. But like, it does suck sometimes that like you lose connection, not because it's just life, and that happens. But I love when I'm able to reconnect to friends, because it's amazing. Like, I didn't think I'd be able to, like, I didn't think I'd reconnect to Lupul, but we did, and it's awesome. He joined in the community, and then because we joined the community all together, it's just like everyone combined, and we all, like, even if like I'm not here, you guys are still talking. Like, I don't have to be there for you guys to talk. Like, and that's the fun part of it. And I like to be able to connect to people like that, because it's like, even if it's not me intentionally, like, I don't have to. Technically, I guess you can say you could thank me, but at the same time, it's like, don't thank me entirely, because it's like, you guys are the ones who start talking and keep talking. Like, you guys make it work outside of me. Like, it's not like you guys are talking when I'm here. Or like, I have to be there and it's like, oh, you guys are talking, ha 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 ha. No, it's like, you guys are still messaging, you guys are talking, making jokes, throwing cow gifts at each other and whatnot. So it's like, I don't have to be there.
That's not an invitation right now, Sushi. That's not an invitation for it.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I know. I can see it in your eyes.
The eyes are thinking, send cow gift.
I can see it in your eyes.
But like, I don't have to be there, and that's the fun part. Like, I like being part of like the start of something, and then wherever it goes is where it goes. Like, I don't need it. Doesn't need to be me to continue it, but like, friends are always the biggest thing for me, and having my friends be friends with other friends is always the biggest thing for me, because I love being able to like connect, like friends and friends and friends. Like I have friends I met. I was going back from from the past few years. I've had Gabe. I met Gabe at TwitchCon, and then another year I met Sarah at TwitchCon, and and then another year I met, no, it wasn't Pip. I met Pip on Twitch directly. Then eventually saw him at TwitchCon. But like now we're all a little group, and it's really amazing that we actually have that kind of connection with somebody that like you can create. Because even Gabe was telling me, and it's like, this is the family I've always wanted. Like, especially like because it's like
Yeah.
you don't, sometimes your real family is, it's family, but like eventually you'll have those get-togethers and eventually not talk to each other for months at a time. But like the Twitch family is what is your maid family, and it stays with you because it's
You
like,
build it.
exactly. Like I can see people all the time. Like I'm here on Twitch. I see you guys in chat. I go to your chat. It's an amazing time for me.
I will bite your finger off.
Yeah, I saw the cow pig.
It will be, just know after this podcast, everybody, Lupul's gonna get 100 more cow picks.
Yeah.
I figured I would.
Yeah. I'm gonna resort to Google.
Yeah. Resort.
No, you
Find the
no.
Curse. You know what? Now that you
But
Let me
as I was
just-
saying, it's
Give me
been
second, let me
a
get the
amazing
Sushi's ringing that.
experience living here on Twitch. Like, cause, and like I don't regret it for the world. Like, I wouldn't turn it down for the world. Like, I'd give everything for it, because it's like the people I've made on Twitch, like friends I've made on Twitch, is like words cannot describe. And being able to meet Sushi and then be reconnected Lupul is amazing. So yeah, they go on to, but with that, I'm gonna go on to our last and final topic of this podcast here:
Hit it.
the future. There is a once, as you say, some of you guys already described kind of what you wanted, but the future. What is it? What do you see yourself? Whether it's partnership or not, or just continuing to be a content creator. Like, what are your goals? What do you say some of your goals are, and or ambitions? And if it's just being a content creator and making people happy, that's that. But let's hear your final. I guess we could say your final take on all of this together. Like, let's give us your final take. And
Sorry about that. Go for it.
Grippers.
Who wants to go first? Me?
You.
Okay.
Grippers is first.
Future wise, making partner is, it's kind of, honestly, it would be a great honor, but at the same time, it's a lot. It would take a lot of time, take a lot of effort, and if you knew me like Chrono knows me, effort is not my forte.
Yeah, we
I
really had to
will-
push him to wear that maid's dress, and everyone succeeded. So I mean,
No, not like that. You know what I'm. Effort in general is, I mean, sure, I will give it my all to as much as I possibly can, but at the end of the day, it's just resources that some people have, some people don't have. The time to have consistent streams or anything like that. That might be doable in the future. But there are so many huge content creators out these days that I don't want to look for to be one of those huge content creators. I just want to create, like Gabe said, I think
you want to
I
create
want
what
to
you
create
want to
a
create.
family. Exactly. I want to create a family that I can go to, or that they can come to me. They can message me if they need to talk, like basically asking if some people are okay. That's something I like to do with certain people. Sometimes I'll message Chrono. Sometimes I'll ask him, "Are you okay? How are you doing?" Da, 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 da. I'll message Sushi because Sushi has been stop watching the YouTube video.
Not.
They're
Are
looking
you
up cow
looking up
gifts.
cow thing?
Yes, that's what they said they were gonna do,
That
didn't they?
smile, the smile gives it away. But I mostly what I'm focusing on at the current moment in time is just taking it day by day until 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, 3 weeks when this episode airs or after this episode is recorded,
About 2 weeks more or less. We
I'll be
got we got a few
okay.
more ahead of you, but it'll be soon.
Okay. So, in other words, when this episode airs, potentially I may or may not be married, but I will be getting married. It's not going to be one of those things. At the end of the day, all I focus on right now is here and now with what's going on in my house. I mean, if I make partner, cool, solid.
But the thing
But
is, you
it's the
should
people that
focus.
I'm.
As the thing is, I always like to say too is the future. Looking towards the future is we're here now, as that's what this
Yeah,
is called anyway. We're here now. Like we're not in the future. We're not in the past. We're here, and it's now. Like
I mean, like I said, like if I hit it, that's cool. If not, cool also. I mean, like I said, my future, get married pretty soon. That's happening.
so, anytime you guys
Step
see Lupul,
two,
just make sure you guys go say, "Congratulations on the wedding coming up."
that's totally fair.
He's gonna have
Step
like 500
two,
people come
potentially
into
start
chat and be like, you're married." Timo
a
Markiplier.
step two, potentially start a family. I
Ooh.
mean, I'm a 30-year-old dude that just kind of that's just here, that just kind of vibes. What are you sending, Chrono?
No, it's
What are you sending?
you said start a family. So Sushi was like,
Yeah, I mean, start a family. I mean that's kind of it. After that, kind of comes my cats. I mean, I have my cats. I love them as much as the shitheads that they are.
so basically at this point, it's like if content creation is it keeps going forward, it's gonna happen whether you like it or not. If it does or doesn't. Like
It does, it doesn't. I mean, if it doesn't, like, if I'm not feeling the vibes, I won't, I won't stream. I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of just a vibe right now. Like, I enjoy what I do because of people that come in and say hello, and also people that I stream.
exactly.
If it takes off, it takes off.
Yeah,
I'm not expecting it to because I'm kind of late in the game, like unlike most people.
yeah,
But at the same time, I'm not trying to compete with other people. I'm not trying. It's not a competition. Some new streamers think it's a competition. That's what they want because they want to be a brand new content creator, a brand new thing. That's it. They want to be the next thing that they see themselves as.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, you got to kind of focus on yourself. You got to focus off the screen.
Completely, yeah.
I mean, that's just it. You know my plan.
Yeah.
Step one, get married. After that, whatever happens, happens.
I can agree sit there and agree with that because that's a good plan, honestly. I mean, that's what really we should be focused on at the moment because it's like getting married is not a small feat, and
It's not.
it's a definitely a big step in your life that you now have. And for me, I'm very happy for you because it's like knowing all the hardships you went through in the past. It's just it's crazy to see, and it's like hell yeah, like one of your friends getting married is like a big step, and it's just awesome.
Honestly, if I had a choice, I would have you and Sushi there, but it's kind of last minute. Plus, also, you have TwitchCon. Sushi live in floor. Sorry.
I work a manager job, so I mean like
Sorry,
it's
Sushi. Dust you there.
No, you're all good because I say it on stream anyways.
Okay, cool.
and everyone is always
I
making
just
sure
don't
they
say
were
the
safe when
specific area.
the storm was happening. So I mean like
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
but that's just it. Like I would, if I had a choice, most of my more than half my online friends, if they could make it, I'd want them there.
yeah,
I'd want them there for the wedding.
yeah.
But at the same time, a lot of them just don't have the finances or the stability, and I completely 100% agree to that. By the way, maybe we might be showing the wedding through Discord. We might
Ooh,
for people that can't come. What did you just? That is terrifying.
That is cursed beyond reason.
That is cursed.
And for anyone not in a Discord call with us for this podcast, you will never know what that image is.
That's cursed.
With that, though, we'll continue on with the sushi
That's
side of
even
things.
more cursed. I know
Christianity,
sushi's
by the way.
future is already. No. I'm gonna answer for sushi. Sushi's goal in life is to find a way when I die of cursed bullshit that they send me to put a cow skull or cow-like figure or something like that on my tombstone. Somehow, some way,
It's gonna be
chisel it in. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but somehow, some way, I'm gonna look down or up, depending on which one you believe in. And there's gonna be a cow engraved on my tombstone.
I'll make it
and with
happen. Don't worry.
Lupul's luck, they'll be reincarnated as a cow.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
I wasn't even thinking about doing that, but thank you for the idea.
You're welcome.
From all the cursed shit that they send me, Jesus fuck. I'm gonna die from that. Never mind COVID, never mind yellow fever, never mind any of that stuff. No, it's gonna be freaking cow gifts.
Yeah, it's not gonna be Godzilla stepping on him either. It's still gonna just easily just be cow gifts.
It's just gonna be cows. I guess I even completely forgot what we were talking about. I was so hyper focused on finding the most cursed image.
That's it. I guess the best way to say it, a quick summary of it is, what's your goal for the future? Like, it doesn't need to be like a partnership or anything like that, but like, what is your like? Where do you want to go? Like, as a streamer, as a person, like, what's let's say like the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself? Let's summarize as that.
You know, I don't really like I set goals, but I never like I used to I used to think about like what it like so stressed about like what I'm gonna do in the future and got like I was so chronically worried because it's like it's grilled into you like at a very young age. Like you hit a certain grade, you start going to middle school and people are like, have you thought about college? And you're like, I just got out of elementary school, what are you talking about college for? Like but
Exactly.
it's just like one of those things where it's like I think I've gotten to a point in my life where it's like I'm just going with the flow, trying not to stress too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are some things that I do am currently worried about, like my job, getting that call during stream from my boss saying that my hospital's going to be shut down. Um, and that it's going to be still running, but it's not going to be operating like it normally would. Uh, the ER is going to be open, rehab's going to be open, the OR, and then 8 beds for post surgery patients. But that's pretty much it. There's not going to be an ICU. There's not going to be my floor. We're not going to be accepting any patients other than surgical patients. So I'm just worried with this new change. Like, don't worry, like I for those that are listening, I was told that I do have a position open for me at the hospital that we evacuated to during the 2 hurricanes that happened here in Florida. Um, so I'm not out of a job. I'm just questioning as to right now, um, if I even want to stay in healthcare. But it's I've been in the field for 7 years and I'm finding that like as much as I love helping people, I love um being there for people and trying to make them feel better in their darkest times. Like it's just the lot of people don't know, like, within healthcare, like, how it really is. Like, you can see it as, like, um that, oh, like, you do this and that, and it's like you make bank off of working in healthcare, and it's like I do not, I do not bank off make bank just by being in healthcare. Like, people don't realize, like, the behind the scenes. Like, I remember one time we had to, like, for those of you who saw on the news, the nurse that got attacked by a Baker Act patient, um she had multiple fractures in her face. She had, I think, procedures done. Like, don't quote me on it. I had just proofread what it said, but everybody was talking about it, how awful. And, like, it's like, for me, it's like, um, huh, it's like, this is a glimpse of what we have to deal with on a daily basis. Like, this isn't just like a one-time thing. This is a constant. If that wasn't, like, put on the news and broadcasted, nobody would have known. But it's constantly, like, every single day. Like, I know me personally, back in 2023, um 2.5 months before even going to TwitchCon, which I just got back from a trip. 2 days after I got back, I got attacked by a patient, and I ended up in the ER. The right side of my body got injured, and I had to be in physical therapy for 2.5 months. And it just got to a point where I, the physical therapy wasn't working anymore, and I still deal with the complications even to this day of that. So
Mm-hmm.
when now that, like, this is happening with my hospital, I'm just thinking maybe it's time to, like, take a step back. Maybe it's time to see other things. Like, I know that I could make a great nurse, but in reality, is that truly what I want? Like, do
Yeah.
I like the verbal abuse, other abuses that also happen within healthcare? Um, do I really want to continue having to deal with this as much as I like being that light in somebody's darkest times, being
Yeah.
in the hospital? Um, so I just been streaming has definitely been helping me with trying to get through those decisions. And I don't really have an end goal when it comes to streaming. Like, I show up, like, I've always made it known since day one, what you see on stream is what you get in person. I may be shy in the beginning, but I slowly open, like, I open up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be like, I know many people who have met me in person from Twitch that can vouch for this, that I am literally the same person that you see on stream. I never put on an act. Like, it's, I don't believe in having an online persona. Like, I don't believe in, like, being somebody that I'm not, because why would I be someone that I'm not? Like, maybe it's just to make myself feel better, but that I don't, I've spent too long when I used to live with my adoptive mom not being able to be who I am. And
Yeah.
ever since I moved out at the age of 18, and then still having that same problem for 2 years with my abusive ex, like, now that I have that opportunity and I'm with somebody who allows me to be myself, like, that, it's the biggest gift, and I want to continue to do that. Like, am I for sure gonna be continuing to stream? Um, we'll see. I won't lie and say that I have thought about, like, not streaming anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's, I'm glad that I haven't given up on it, because I realize, like, it's brings so many people together. And I think that I am right now, like, mainly focusing on that, of getting to know, like, other people, helping other people. Um like, a friend of mine reached out to me and was like, "Hey, like, I'm having a hard time like trying to branch out like and get out of my comfort zone and just like branch out and make new friends and I have been trying my best to help them um and just being there for them as much as I can. Um
Mm-hmm.
and I would do that for anybody. Sure that I can only help so much, but even if I can just a little bit, like to me that like what I say to my patients when I come into work, if I can make my coworkers smile and laugh or one of my patients laugh or even at least smile, then that's a successful shift for me
Mm-hmm.
because whenever I meet somebody in their darkest times, um me personally going through more than what somebody should even at like the very start of life
Yeah.
like um I don't want people to feel alone. I don't want people to feel like that what they're going through is it's just them going through it. I believe everybody should have a support system um and just being able to grow, and I'm gonna continue to try to make that like a thing and get more and more people because like all these people that are in the community, are they all gonna get along? No.
No.
So the more people that you bring in that need that, they'll find if they don't find it in you, they're gonna find it in somebody else in your community. And I that's the most beautiful thing about streaming is it streaming and building community brings so many more people together
Mm-hmm.
and just being there and just
Exactly.
being present. And I know some streamers, they don't personally connect like outside of stream and outside of the Discord server. They don't personally like connect with the people that come in and support them.
Yeah.
And I have done that, and know that I don't get to everybody, which I'm trying to. It's just one of those things where it's like I'm helping all these other people,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like I will get to you eventually. Like if you even just like message me first, I will majority of the time if read it and I don't respond, just say something another thing because most likely or not my ADHD ass went, oh, this person messaged me. Oh, look, a squirrel. Oh no, that's just
Or
one of
look
those
a
critters.
cow.
You did that to yourself, okay?
I said cow.
I
And I said
know.
your grippers.
But
If you guys could see the death glare that he's giving me right now, I
it's
think it's so funny.
it's amazing. But I was gonna say, add on to that, it's like as Sushi said,
For
we all
those of you who don't know, Sushi and I are meeting next year.
Yeah.
Sushi's getting
Mhm.
thrown in the ocean.
I get to swim with the sea puppers.
No, you get to yeah, sure, the sea puppers with teeth.
Oh no.
Aww. They're nice and pointy.
You gotta let me know so I can go too. I'll make a trip out there. I'll try to figure it
Yeah, well,
out.
we're going to.
I know
The
where you're
plan is to
going,
actually,
but I wanna.
yeah, yeah,
I'll figure it
we'll
out.
figure something out.
We'll
Yeah,
figure
we'll
something out.
figure something out. Kidnap Sushi for a week,
But as I was saying,
drop
that's
her in
it's
the ocean.
Sushi. Add on what Sushi said. It's like we all connected, and sometimes
Yeah.
that's like the best part. The best part is connecting to new people. And I like to add on to what the last part Sushi said. It's like Sushi's gonna try getting to people. I try getting people, like, but ADHD is a big thing for a lot of us. But like we also have to remember we're not
They're just one
they're not
person.
therapists, but we want to be
Yeah.
there as many people as we can. So like we can't always help you, but we can always be there as a person. And
Yeah.
we
And
want
that's why the community is there too.
exactly to let you know it's like the community is everyone. So if you need someone to talk to, post it. Say hey, anyone down in the chat. Like people, there's so many people who will be willing to chat. Like don't be scared because the reason they're there in the community is because they care. They want to be part
Yeah.
of something that bit greater than just themselves.
Yeah.
Most of the
I
time
have
they
more
are.
of a family. I have more of a family on Twitch than I do actual family. Like, I cut off my adoptive mom,
Mm-hmm.
um, went no contact. Only people that I have in contact with on my adoptive side is my brother-in-law, my two nephews, my grandma, and my older sister. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's it from my adoptive side, but they don't even live in Florida. Like, the only person that is related to me that really lives in Florida is my sister on my biological mom's side, and then my aunt and uncle. But I have not, even from when I found my biological family. Like, I have yet to. I met majority of my dad's side, but I've only met one, two people off of my no, three, because I met my half blood brother at my sister's wedding,
As,
younger sister's wedding.
as a
But
fun reference to his movie just released is the Lilo and Stitch. We got Stitch who's like, it's my this is my family. It's broken, but it's my family. It's fine.
this
I don't
is
want to talk about that.
No, we're not talking
That
about the
shit
movie,
is.
but I'm going to the original, the OG animated
Thank
film.
the
you.
But
OG.
I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
sorry.
The
if you take the
OG.
I'm
quote,
about
take the
to
quote.
rage.
No, we're not leaving. We're not
No,
going
the
there.
original.
The original one, but it's like that's I love that quote because it's like he found family, and that's pretty much where we are now. We found family on Twitch, and it might
We
be a
built
little
our own
broken,
family.
but it's yours. It's your family. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
where it came from, but it's yours, and that's what matters.
And I think that's the most beautiful thing, because, like, I know I'm open and honest, so I'm like, not gonna lie, I feel alone. I feel alone. Like, I know I have people around me that love me, that work with me, and then obviously I have Jutes. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
know his family loves me, and his friends up in Massachusetts love me. But it's like, personally, my family,
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't really have anybody down here. And my only friend that actually did hang out with me moved, and it's just, it sucks.
Yeah.
Um that's why it's like, oh, if you're in Florida, cuz like, obviously, like, don't make a trip out here just to see me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. Like, do it for you.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be in the area, just let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Juice have driven literally across the whole state of Florida just to see people that want to meet me, or any of his friends. We even drove 7 to 8 hours all the way up to Panama just to meet our used to be friends. Like,
That's
we will
awesome.
drive to you
Yeah.
if we have to, and just to be able to meet you. Like, we've
Heck yeah.
had, like, most recently, if you guys don't know Sin God, Singad is the most recent person that I've met off of Twitch. And look at the baby.
For anyone who doesn't know,
Look at
there's
the
now a kitty
kitty.
in Lupul's arms.
She's giving
Sorry.
us all the death look, by the way, with this.
No,
That's okay.
she's slaying. That's what she's doing. She's not like death. That's slay. She's like,
She's a
boom, I'm
beautiful
slay.
cat.
She's huge, by the way. She's overweight. I know this
Yeah,
for damn sure.
but
Sorry.
continue.
Keep going.
That's good.
ADHD brain. Sorry. I saw a cat walking by and she's
You were
like,
like,
hi.
It's
pick
okay.
up, grab.
It's okay. But I love meeting people off of Twitch, because, and like, I'm not the one of those Twitch streamers where it's like everywhere I go. I'm not like the social media person where, like, everywhere I go, I have to document. I have to pull my phone
Mm-hmm.
out. I have to be streaming. Like, I know people want me to live stream
Yeah,
um like, interactions and stuff. It was like, oh, like, say that all of us met up together. It's like, I'm not gonna pull out my
I
phone
know.
and start stream.
That's in the moment. Like, I think if I were to see you in person, I'd be like, hi, hi.
Like, I know, um who was it? I was meeting up with Shuey, and I told him, like, throughout that whole entire time, since, like, he pulled up from that time, the only time I pulled out my phone to even do anything was at the end.
Yeah,
Was just to take a picture,
yeah,
because I wanted to be present. I didn't want to be distracted. I wanted to have a connection. I wanted to build
yeah.
off of that connection that we started on Twitch. And I would do that for literally anybody. Like, I'm not gonna be like glued to my phone. Like, I'll check my messages because obviously, like, I gotta make sure that
Yeah.
I'm getting back to people, but I'm not gonna be glued. I'm gonna pay attention to you majority of the time.
That's the reason I haven't watched, because it's like I don't have to look at my phone. I get a notification. Okay. And just keep going. I
Hmm.
don't. It's not important. If it's not important enough to like pick up my phone, I don't pick it up. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't need to. I just like look.
Oh,
I watch. Say,
Carl.
Carl!
Carl.
Carl! I think that's funny. My community, I was like, should we name my camera? Because I think we should. I think we should make that a bit where
Yeah.
my camera turns off. Like, what are we gonna call it? And then I'll try to make a redeem where it sound refers to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody chose Carl because of the meme.
Carl.
And it ever since then, like people like not gonna lie, sometimes it annoys me when people just up and randomly like it says specifically what it's for. Like
Yeah.
my camera turned off and people will redeem it and it's like it's not even time yet. Like and I'll look
Nah,
over,
it's button press.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's only 1 bit. It's like but
Yeah.
it's it's a
You
given,
should
but
put it. It should be a lot
doesn't make
higher
me
just
too
for
mad.
the people who actually like have the points to do it. So then like you don't have randos coming in and
Yeah.
just throwing the 1 point in because they want to say he's here, Carl. So it's just like
Yeah.
just so then
Yeah.
it makes it more, because people who have the points will throw it down. You know they will, like they're boom.
I'm shocked. Have you guys had like somebody come into your guys' chat where they'll be like, "Oh yeah, like I had this many points," and you're like, "How? How?" Like just recently, my one of my recent streams, I learned that somebody that has been watching me has over 100,000 already,
Holy
and
macaroni!
they haven't been following me for a year. I'm like, how do you already have that many points?
I can answer that question for you. So if you have it on your stream, I don't know if you have to turn it off or not, or if it's just a default setting. If you consistently watch somebody stream, there's a streak, and you get additional points of that person's
Yeah,
stream for like it start accumulating. It starts going and going and going and going, getting larger for the amount of streak that you have. And that is how some of my community has that many points. I have literally put something at the top number and somebody's already halfway there
that's insane.
just because they want to see me have fucking makeup.
I want to see you make a pun too. So I mean, like, I
I
would.
want to see you with makeup on too.
I think that needs to be a community challenge.
Mhm.
But
It might be a stream. It might be a charity goal. I don't know.
we'll see.
Figure
We'll see.
something out.
But talking about charity goals, I'm actually quick because we're at the end. This podcast will be released
Yeah.
in June, but during the time of June, I plan to actually release special episodes on the podcast for the LGBTQ Pride Month. So we'll be having special episodes in release of each episode that's released. So there'll be scheduled episodes and there'll be random episodes throughout the month from special guests throughout of this. So if you might have already heard one by the time you hear this episode, you might not. Who knows? But just let you know if we're doing all that, and also for the whole month of June, I will be doing a whole month charity stream for the Trevor Project again for Pride, and there'll be a lot of goals for you guys to reach. So, guys will be hope everyone's be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know sounds good. Ooh. Gotta mention Lupul. I gotta check very quick.
Yeah, no.
That's okay.
That one.
No, yeah,
That's going to be a great one because they have a lot of views. They have a lot of views.
I aim to get Sushi again for one of them. I have Kane. I have a few people in mind already. Myron, Gabe. I just have quite a few people already in mind for the month of June. Like there'll be special podcasts on month, so probably most likely through June there'll be an extra 4. So plan to maybe release 8, depending how many podcasts we can get through the month of June. But they'll be released more or less throughout the time. So if I schedule, let's say I schedule have each Wednesday is scheduled for each podcast, these podcasts will now be according like halfway through that point. So it's gonna be every 3 to 4 days. It'll be another a Pride podcast, depending how it lines up. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it here. We'll wrap it up here. We're gonna go with say our goodbyes, everyone. Sushi, Lupul.
Chrono.
After you, Sushi.
Give
You're
your
first.
Go.
give your
No,
outros.
no. Go crazy cow lady.
Moo.
Moo.
All right. Does that count as your goodbye?
No, there's no good. That's not a goodbye. We need the outros. How people can find you. Like how we had the intro, we got to do the outros as well. Tell us where you can find you guys.
Go for it, Sush.
Let's see. All right, you guys can find me on Twitch, Sushi's Bento Box, not just sushi, Bento Box, but Sushi's Bento Box on Twitch, and also that's the same for Instagram as well.
Heck yeah.
And TikTok if you want to follow me on TikTok, but I post shit post on there.
And what is your favorite word?
Jesus Christ.
And for you, Luke.
Okay. As for me, you'll find me on Twitch and Instagram, Lupul_Imperat. That's actually had to double check that because I completely forgot that there was an underscore. Moving on. But you can always reach out if you catch the stream. You say hello. Don't say hi, grippers. No. Actually, I should probably put that as a bit thing. That actually would be hilarious. Moving on.
We'll get an audio. We'll get an audio of Sushane. Hello, grippers. And it's just gonna be
that would
channel
be
redemption point.
That should be actually. I hate myself for actually thinking about that just now. Okay. You can normally catch us. You can catch my fiance and I, or wife, if you guys catch this after the wedding. You can catch us normally on Sundays, except the Sunday of the wedding. Streaming any kind of duo stream. We're gonna try to do it. If, by all intents and purposes, I will be saying this on stream, if by all intents and purposes we hit a goal of followers or somewhere or another, I would be willing to buy Bread and Fred to play on stream with Kate.
He's saying it louder, by the way, to get Kate's attention, by the way.
Yeah, she turned around.
Good.
She turned around.
For anyone wondering if you can get a goodbye from Kate as well, if Luke wants to get Kate over here.
Baby.
And then that'll be our outro, guys. That'll be our outro.
Yeah.
So Kate will say
goodbye. But thank you
guys.
You guys can
Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.
Thank you guys for listening in. This has been Chrono with Talking with the Gourds.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.